I've got an 8-year-old and a 3-year-old, and yes, I have a 1-year-old too, but we're not counting her in this video. But my elder two do actually help around the house. Now, we have just been, well, we've started the Easter holidays, and the first week has been stuck at home the whole week. Logan has come down with chicken pox, so you can imagine we've not been out of this house, all three kids home. It's a bit of a disaster, and this kitchen needed a full on reset, but I didn't do it alone. There are 5 things that help my kids get involved in doing chores. Now, I'm not going to lie, I am not strict about chores. It's not they do this day, they do this that day, or even they do it every week. Most of the time, it's just when it gets this bad that I say, right, let's chip in, let's do it together. It means that I'm not doing absolutely everything and feeling overwhelmed. It honestly makes such a difference. But it also teaches them at the same time. So it's a win-win. Now, I will say, it's not perfect. Sometimes I have to rewash the odd plate or the odd cup or, put the right thing where it should go in because it's been placed in the wrong cupboard. But that's part and parcel of having kids. You can't be perfect. And it's the joy in it, it's having them involved and it's teaching them, but then also feeling like the whole house doesn't weigh on your shoulders. I know as a mum we do that a lot, but today is one of those days where we all chip in, and I thought I'd share the 5 things that help my kids get involved. And the first one is actually very, very simple, and that's make it age appropriate. My 3-year-old helps unload the dishwasher, and then my 8-year-old does the washing up. And it really is as simple as that. Obviously, I make sure there's no sharp knives or anything in the dishwasher, but Logan's really good at checking, and he just takes a plate, he takes it to the cupboard, he puts it in. It's that simple. And again, with the washing up, I don't have any knives in there or any sharp objects. So Rose is just cleaning the cups and the milk bottles that need doing. Very simple stuff. So that is my first tip. My second tip is to start small. It doesn't need to be everything. It really doesn't. And I know that if you're anything like me anyway, I always have a to-do list. There's always something to do. And I'm really trying these days to just slow it down and realise that yes, that to-do list is always going to be there, but I can't do everything. And that's the same as my kids. We can't do everything. Just one job is enough just to build that habit, to get into that routine. And that really easily leads me into tip 3, which is helping doesn't mean hours of chores. Really doesn't mean an afternoon doing the living room, the kitchen, the hallway, the dining room. It literally is just one task. And most of the time that task takes 10 minutes. 10 minutes for Logan to unload that dishwasher. Actually, probably wasn't even that. It really doesn't take very long at all. And that's what I'm trying to realise myself, in the fact that Logan doing the dishwasher actually is a huge help. It's teaching him, it doesn't take him very long, and it's done. And it just makes things so much easier. Tip number 4 is we treat it as part of everyday life. It's really not a punishment. It's not, right, you guys are winding each other up, do your chores, or whatever it is. It's something we do together. The kitchen gets crazy and it's, right, we're going to reset, let's do it together, let's get it done. We do it as a team, which means it gets done in 20 minutes. The kitchen is done. We can then get back onto whatever we're doing, get in the garden, have some fun, and it's just part of everyday life. It's just packing the toys away when you finish playing with them, or at the end of the day, it's right, let's just clear the table together, and it is very much a team effort. And then we go on to tip 5, which is the final one, and honestly, make it fun. Simple. Put some music on, do it together like I've been saying throughout this whole video, because it really is done in minutes. And there is times where I will put the music on in the kitchen and we will do a bit of a dance while Logan's holding a plate, or Rose is getting water everywhere. But it makes it fun. It's making memories at the same time, which I absolutely love. And yes, it's chaotic. Yes, it's crazy. And yes, it's definitely not perfect, but we do it together. It it helps me. It feels like not everything's on my shoulders. I also feel like I'm teaching them. Like I said, I don't do a strict routine. That works for some families, but it doesn't tend to work for my family. It is, when it gets this bad, we all chip in, we get it done. And that's how it works. And it's simple stuff. It really is. So that is my top 5 tips. It's not perfect, but it definitely works for us, and that's all that really matters. I hope maybe this gives you some ideas that maybe you've not tried, or I'd love to hear in the comments below what your kids do and what chores your kids do. So obviously as mine grow, they will change to different chores and different things that they're able to do, especially Logan. And then Freya will take over the dishwasher. They'll kind of upgrade as such. But I do love to involve them because it does make things easier, even though it's not perfect, even though you have to, sometimes I have to really watch Logan with those plates because he tends to try and be really clever and hold it above his head or whatever. But I'm not going to jinx myself, but we're not going to we're not going to say it because I will jinx myself. But it's getting him involved and it's getting the whole house done and doing it as a team. So that is what we do, and we'll see you in the next one.